Oh man, what a day! What a day! What a day! How's everything going?
Good man. Whatchamacallit? I need to watch the new Bleach episode that just came out today.
Ooh, the 10,000 year war, or 1,000 year war,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. That needs your blood
Bro,
mark.
the only episode you need to fucking watch is just Kenpachi kicking fucking ass, dude. That's it.
No,
That's
dude.
the only thing
No,
that's important, bro.
no.
That's it,
Trust me. There's way more.
bro.
Cause
He's
like,
like, what's the thing he says? I've never cut a meteor before.
oh yeah,
Best fucking line ever, dude. Best
I
fucking
love
line
it,
ever.
dude.
Yeah, dude, that was like the
Yes,
most
man.
anime shit I've ever seen in my whole life. A meteorite, never cut one of those before. And then he just goes for it. So dope, so dope. What is up? What is up? What's up? It's Sunday night. You're here with the Average Boys podcast. It's your boy Crispy, and I am here with Trigger, my guy. And not only that, we also have a friend that's in the green room. I totally sent him a post because we had just seen each other today. Triggs, I know you saw that we were at Anime Fiesta. Anime Fiesta.
Indeed, dude. Whatchamacallit? I actually like live right across the street from Anime Fiesta now. I know I was last week, right? Yeah, last week I was telling you guys about it. That I was gonna be moving, and
Yeah.
so like all of this week I've been moving, or like Tuesday I moved, and then I have been like unpacking and like making the house nice, and then trying to upkeep, and uh the past few days I've been working on this office, right? And so
Okay.
like what you see behind me is like my wife's setup, right? So
Oh
she's
yeah,
got like
because you guys have your own setups, different, right?
yeah, so she has like her computer and like all her stuff. Don't worry about the fucking cable management. If you
It'll
guys
be
come at
there.
me about the cable management, you can I don't know, suck my wiener.
Yeah,
But like it's fine. It's fuck there you go. That's for her, that's for work. She's probably gonna be here later. And then mine, dude, I'm so fucking bare bones on mine. It is not even funny. Like my 4K monitor is over there. I'm using my chat monitor as my regular monitor right now.
Wow.
And yeah, so
Yeah, hold that thought, because you're gonna tell us. But it's because I ran into one of our homies, and he wanted to come in and say hi. We got
Let's
David.
do it.
David, what is up, man?
hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
What up, Greg? What up, Chris?
What's up, boy? How'd it go, dude? So we just did Anime Fiesta. We ran into each other. You got to see me go and do some crazy shit too today, so that was pretty dope. But you were out there. You were doing your vendor thing. How did it go for you at the convention, man?
Well, first of all, hi, Triggs. Hi, Chris. Second thing,
What's up, baby boy?
I feel like Prop Wars was rigged, bro. I think that was yours.
You were like, oh, dude, you totally had that shit.
Yeah, I think you had it, bro. I'm biased, but you know,
I'm biased. It was a good event. Overall, I had such a fucking fantastic time. Was it Ashley say what she saying?
Yeah, she's like
Cristela had it.
Yeah, Cristela.
Oh, you had Cristella's back and shit, or what?
Yeah.
Yo, Cristela was like, okay, so let me say, so Triggs, so you weren't there.
No.
They did this really cool event this time where they did this thing called Prop Wars, and what they did was they invited me, Oz, and Cristela to go up on stage, and in 30 minutes to like, yo, you're gonna build a prop in 30 minutes, like best of luck, like kill it, like yeah, and we knocked it out of the park, dude. It was so fucking fun. We had a big turnout for the people in the crowd. Like, I was trying to be entertaining because I'm so used to being in front of the camera. Like, I was like making faces and trying to like kind of like be the villain, I guess. But yeah, I didn't get the win. Which, I mean, David says he's biased, so he said I should have won. But yeah, it was a fucking fun time though, dude. It was a super fun time, and it was today. So I just wanted to fill you in. But David, so what did you think of all that stuff that was going on, dude?
I think it was cool. I never did Anime Fiesta the first time. Triggs, you missed it, man. We could have snuck you in, just so you know.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, like I totally forgot it was going on today, and I was just like, had I known, I would have told someone to come sweep me up.
Yeah, that would have been dope. I think you would have had a good time, brother.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I mean, definitely. I felt like it was my first one. a small 10x10 did pretty good. Good return of investment. I didn't sign up right away. I'm not gonna lie. That's just because of the shop and the stuff situation I'm in. I'm like, I'm gonna hold off a little bit.
Yeah.
But we just came back from the victory lunch, bro. Twin Peaks, can't go wrong.
Ooh,
Did you guys go into the secret room?
No. That's not my no secret rooms here, sir. So good cigar bar, right? Whatever they call it.
is that a real
But,
thing? Is that a
Yeah,
real
no,
thing?
there's a secret room in Twin
It's
Peaks.
what's it called? The speakeasy, right? I think, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
But,
So there's two ways to access it. There's one on the outside, near the back of the building, and then there's one on the inside of the building. That's like somewhat hidden, and you just like push on the door and it opens, and it's a cigar lounge.
That's so dope. I didn't even know. I've never been there before, so I mean, I've only heard stories. Yeah.
But
It's like a Hooters kind of place, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably join on you when I get to the house, bro. Just FYI.
Okay. When you get home, just hit us up, jump right in, and come right back in. We're going to be doing some cool conversations today, so it'll be good to have an extra person in just to come in and give us like a third point of view on all these crazy things we're going to be talking about.
Sounds good, guys. Y'all have a good show, guys. I'll see you.
Peace.
Be careful. Drive safely.
Oh, yeah, it's in her hands. Oh, shit.
Later, brother. Sweet. Good. David will be on a little bit later. That's dope. But yeah, Triggs, it was a pretty fun time today, man, that we had at the convention, man. So you should have told us, man. It would have been dope to go pick you up and all that stuff. That would have been really cool. Triggs, you there? Oh, might have a little problem. Triggs kind of froze out. I don't know where he went. Triggs, no. I'll give him a moment. Yeah, but today we had Anime Fiesta. Ramsey Ramirez pulled it off again. Super fun event. Got to run into a lot of great people. Super great opportunity. We had a table. Christella had a table. She was a guest, and she felt so like so much more out there today because of the fact that she had the opportunity. Oh, there you go. His computer probably crashed. Let me see. Restarting it. Yeah, he's restarting his computer. That's understandable. Take your time, brother. Take your time. Yeah, but Christella got the opportunity to judge, be in front of the cosplay community again and really build on it today. And like I said, we had this really great opportunity to do this really, really fun event this time called Prop Wars. Very much they got inspiration from like Food Wars and Forged by Fire. And they chose three of us, which three good cosplayers that have been in the business for a bit. They chose myself, they chose Christella, of course, and they chose Oz. And Oz is a really, really great cosplayer. And we went up there. They gave us 30 minutes, which was super crazy. And the way they had it set up, like for any cosplayer that's out there and you're watching and you want to kind of be a part of this because you hear it and you heard about it at the event, and you think it's pretty fun. It is very fun, really stressful, but like a good stressful, like competitive stressful. The item was sword, and then they gave us a theme, which was fantasy. And then after that, they supply us with a bunch of awesome equipment for us to use like on the go. And from there, there's random stuff behind us that we can grab from a table, but it's minimal on the idea of like the items that are available and the quantity of it that is available. And then after that, 15 minutes into the competition, after you're already building and doing a bunch of stuff, they literally like throw like the biggest curveball at you. And they come in with like a mystery item. And the mystery item for us was bubble wrap. So we had to somewhat find some way to incorporate bubble wrap into a fantasy style sword, which was so dope and so crazy to try to figure out. For me, it was my design build was based on like a two-handed elven sword. It was the first thing that popped into mind. I have no idea why. Probably because like deep down inside, I'm like a really hardcore Lord of the Rings fan. So I built that. We didn't have a lot of like handle wrapping material. So I know that for an elvish sword, they use there's a lot of like metallic detail, which is the handle's usually like a brass or a gold, and then it goes into like the metal of the hilt or whatnot. So it's very much easy to kind of like mix into the fold. And then they had some other elements. They had like jewels and some lights that you can add, which at the end of the convention, when I was already up, like I went ahead and threw it down. Here we go. We got Trigger back. What's up, Triggs?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, my fucking computer froze, and I was just like, oh shit.
It's all good. It's all good. No, I was just explaining to the audience, like, what the event that they had us do, the prop wars, kind of
Mhm.
breaking it down in the sense of like detail. And it was just like Forged by Fire, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. Like they give us an element, and then later on they give us a theme, and then after that they give us a like some mystery thing that we have to implement into it. And it was really really cool. Yeah, Nathan would definitely feel powerful with that sword. Nathan, but yeah, overall it was a great event. I got to see a lot of great people, of course, a lot of great cosplays, and of course you can't go wrong. They had a roster of voice actors, dude. Sean Schimmel, Chris Sabat, the guy Aguilar that does the voice of Tanjiro. Then they had the dude that does the
Zach Aguilar.
Zach Aguilar. And then they
Yeah.
had the dude that does the main character of fucking Solo Leveling, because he's
Alex Lee. I think.
Alex Lee, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just super dope. Like they just had so many cool people there.
Dude,
And,
Solo Leveling, like, okay, so I know this isn't like
Yeah.
part of like the roster right now, right? But
No,
like,
but talk to me, bro. I love fucking
so-
Solo Leveling.
so the new webtoon just came out, and I think there's like 21 chapters so far, right? Like the actual web novel is still ongoing, but the webtoon just debuted like.
So is it very
Like-
much like One Punch, like the way One Punch Man is, like with the webtoon and the anime or whatever?
Yes
Okay.
and no, because like because One Punch Man became as like first started off as like just a horribly drawn like webtoon.
Yeah, it was bad.
Right. Yeah, right. And then like for some reason some fucking studio was just like, we'll make it, fuck it.
We love it.
You know,
Yeah,
and,
whoa.
like full send. And
send.
like and like they made it right, and it
Yeah,
looks
they made it
amazing.
beautiful too. And it
Yeah,
did a great
and it's
job, yeah.
and it's right, and it's super awesome. Well, I mean, it still sucks, but like, but there's also like a manga for it as well, right? So they started the webtoon, then they started the manga, then the manga became an anime, right? And in this, like in Korea, it's kind of a little bit different. In Korea, what they do is they make a they make a book out of it, then they make a manga out of it, and then they make the anime out of it.
Okay.
So because like Solo Leveling has like, I don't know, like 2,500 chapters or some shit like that. Like it's fucking huge.
It's huge, yeah.
Yeah, but whatchamacallit, so like the new story is called Solo Leveling Ragnarok, and it's about his son, and like it expands a whole lot more on the lore of what like the system like was.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
the
what
thing that's on the
system
outside,
is.
right?
Yeah, and then like the gods and stuff like that, and why the monarchs and like the rulers had their thing, and then like the outer gods, and then there's like something above that. That's like what SJW is taking care of right now.
Oh,
like he's
shit.
taking care of that, but his son in Ragnarok is now given back his memories of training so hard to catch up to his dad. But every time he would like get somewhat close to like what his dad would cap his powers, or like would like wipe his memories. And
What
he was
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, you're not ready for that yet. You're not ready for that yet. And then one day, like one day his memories come back, and he's like, but why am I still so weak? And so like Beru, the ant, you know, like he's the one who watches over his son, and he's like, oh well, because very much like your father, you have to go through like becoming strong again, like you have to do things this way. So his dad is the new system administrator, and is like has basically remade the system, but specifically for his son. And dude, it's super fucking cool. There's like a lot of callbacks to the old story.
Jeez, I'm still stuck on the old story. I didn't even know there was a whole ass like fucking
Oh yeah, dude, like
Boruto moment, dude.
yeah, dude, like, and honestly, this fucking smokes Boruto, dude. Like, this is so much more captivating to me than Boruto ever was.
That's so damn dope. Yeah, I didn't even know the story went that far. Yeah, he had kids and all this other shit. I'm still
Yeah,
stuck on the-
he only has one kid, but so small spoiler, right? He's in college right now, and he can't find his mom. So like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, he can't find his mom.
Oh, but she's been missing even from the old story, right?
She was, but like that's the thing. Like a lot of people are speculating that she joined, her husband Sung Jin Woo, like in the fight. But like everyone's like, but what is she gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
she can't fucking do anything. Like, she wouldn't be able to fucking hold her own in that kind of a fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, was the mom by chance? Because I've only seen the beginning part to the arise part. Like, I mean, I was fucking stoked on just him saying arise. So like,
Everybody was, dude.
yeah, like,
Everybody was.
can you imagine, like, when was the last time for some kind of anime that they even had that where like, hey, dude, this guy's gonna say a word, like, be excited, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm never excited for words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like a catchphrase or some shit like
Mhm.
that. That's, I guess, like that iconic.
Mhm.
Like the whole arise thing. But no, dude, like in the story. I mean, obviously, like I said, it goes really really crazy because you have you have a lot more expansion on what was going on afterwards because like I'm not sure if you've ever finished Solo Leveling
Well, I only just the first
the
season.
manga.
Just yeah, no, just
Okay.
I've only watched the season.
Yeah, because like obviously his motivations for everything that he's doing right now is literally just saving his mom. Right?
Yeah. To get
Like
to
that
her
that's like
in the manga, you're saying, right?
well no, like even in the anime, like right now his main motivation for getting stronger is to save his mom.
Really? Shit, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was like a factor right now. I just know that he's literally like he was in the program that people get powers. He started off with like a very low power range. Um, from there he goes to a couple of these things. He's very
Yeah, he
low.
goes through a couple
That
gates
was
and then
like,
then he realizes like, oh shit, I can do stuff.
yeah.
Like wait, I could
Well,
also buy stuff. Oh
yeah.
sick,
Well,
this
no,
is
no,
cool.
no. Even before that, right? He's going off to like dungeon raids with these people, and he's like super low level. He's got like a little dagger. Like no one really cares about him. Then they get stuck in that super OP part where that thing that smiles at him and
Oh, the
shit.
double
Like,
dungeon? Yeah.
yeah, and he kind of risks his own life to save everybody, and everyone else feels bad because they're like, "Oh, this fucking dude like risked his life for us, and we're just gonna leave him behind." But it's because he figured it out. He figured out what needed to be done. So he was like, "Well, since I figured it out, I might as well be the one." So you guys go. I suck anyways, or whatever. And then he gets fucking mauled to death, and then returns because like I guess something gave him the opportunity. The god or whatever was like, "Hey, dude, do you want to fucking reset and try it again or whatever?" And it's like, "Sure." It's just so weird
like
because I don't understand if it's like a sword art online
there's a definite
vibe,
influence,
right?
like
Yeah.
influence behind that.
Mhm.
Because like even then, that particular moment is actually spoken about like later on in the series,
Say
right?
it's
Like
prophesized or something, right?
no, not necessarily prophesized. It's more of like a test. It's like, okay, like this has happened before, and we've kind of been like, all right, well, this guy didn't pass the test, but you're the one who did, right? And specifically, this is a test for somebody else. Like this is a test for yes for Sung, but it's more so that somebody can watch his progress. Like there's someone looking at him,
Someone watching this dude?
yeah,
Oh,
watching
my.
him, and
Shit.
like there's like I said, there's a lot more to it than that, and it's so cool because like when you figure out like what the thing that has been watching him for so long and what like how important and pivotal they are to like the story as
The
a whole.
overarching story.
Yeah, you're like fuck yeah, dude, it's so cool. Like I love
Dude,
solo leveling.
well, it's like I was talking to a bunch of people this past weekend about some of like my favorite things in anime in the last couple of years. And of course, like I'm really big into My Hero Academia that's doing big things. The anime finally came to an end. Um Same thing with of course, like the new film for Attack on Titan is going to be coming out, which I'm super excited about. And then they have a new film for My Hero that's coming out. But I recommended like literally the whole weekend. I was telling people, and I was like, "Yo, like if you haven't seen it, the two animes out there that are right now that are really killing are Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8." Like I was telling people, like they
So I'm not
need
gonna
to watch
lie,
it.
I've read Kaiju number 8.
Mhm.
Like I'm a sweaty, I suppose you
Yeah.
could call me.
That's sweaty.
So like I said, I've both read and watched. I thought the anime was a slow burn. It's a lot like Solo Leveling. It takes a while for it to like get jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
Yeah,
you can,
I
like
agree.
if you
I
can
agree.
kind of like grit your teeth through those first like 4 episodes and get through them, you're
Yo, but
set, dude.
the anime doesn't. Do you feel like the anime is just as slow, or
Yeah.
really? Oh man,
Yeah.
that's got to be pretty rough.
Yeah,
For me,
like
I was,
to me, I felt like the anime was a little bit slow, and
you know
like
you know what it was for me? The art kind of felt weird. Like the art was a little wonky. Like it didn't take itself like too serious. Like I don't know. Like
yeah,
there's something about it that it just didn't feel like it was like. There's some parts that just did not look designed good, and like low budget. Low budget. That's the easiest way I can put it. A very low budget. So
yeah, because like who was it? Like the like okay, so perfect example, at least for me, is that in Kaiju number 8, the last fight that you see in the season is so like it's good, but it's mid at the same time.
there's
Like
something
I don't
about
know
it,
how
right?
to.
Like okay,
Yeah, like I was
I feel that shit.
like I wasn't underwhelmed, but at the same time I wasn't like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, there's something about it that it's like there's some splashes that are really good, like when the main character is about to power up and do some big shit, and you see like the lightning and
Yeah,
or like the color of his eyes change, or you know, there's always these like really cool like moments. But then there's other moments that just look like it's just really badly like drawn or something, and they're just
yeah,
kind of like they're almost like Psycho Mob 100 arting through it, like you know what I mean,
yeah,
like they're all right. Let's just draw this part. Like he doesn't need to show any emotion, so we don't need any shading either. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm kind of like, yo, bro, like, have some fucking, you know, put your name on that shit. Like, stop fucking just drawing to draw and then only draw when it matters. Like, because that one fight scene between the girl's father and the kaiju guy,
yeah,
dude, I was like, yo, this is so good. This is so good. But then you go back to like the first couple of episodes when like she wrecks his van and they draw him all stupid. But I don't know, like, do you kind of feel like that's like the course that it's going? Did you hear about that new anime that's coming out, like Da 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 or whatever?
Oh, Den.
Yeah,
I
Den.
just saw it.
Did you see the opening scene has like the stupidest faces on the characters, like him like making faces and shit, and you're kind of like, is this the
So
new norm?
I'm also reading it, and yes, it is. I'd have to say yes, it is, because like, look at Zom 100. Look at Zom 100.
Good point. What's up, Sal? What's up? What's up, Danny? Danny in the comment section too. Wave, but I want to say what's up. But yeah,
Look at
that's
Zom
a
100,
really, really
dude.
good point. And do you feel like that started with like the One Punch and the Psycho Mob Psycho and shit,
No, dude.
or was it before that?
Honestly, because like One Punch and Mob Psycho, like their fight scenes are fucking magnificent.
Yes, they're flaw. They
They are
super
fucking
good, dude.
great, dude. So that's why I'm kind of like, I can't say yes, because like,
But when they do the meme faces and there's like they look like little weird stickers with little like you know what I mean?
no,
Like,
dude, that's been going on for a while, dude. I mean, like, you even like look at some like old Sailor Moon and shit like that.
oh,
you
here
know,
comes Sal coming in with some comic book talk.
anyone pick a DC Comics all in? No, and nor am I going to, because
You put in the comments and tell me why, Sal.
No.
Put in the comments and tell us why it's good.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But what was the other one that I saw that they would do like stupid? You know what? As a matter of fact, Attack on Titan, Yelena's face. That one that's like, remember when she
fuck
looks
Attack
like
on Titan. No, I don't, because I never saw.
No.
I never saw the Holocaust in anime.
Oh yeah. But, hey, dude, you gotta man, dude. Attack on Titan is so good, dude. I know you don't like it because reasons, but there is Yelena. Watch, I'm gonna face Attack. Yeah, watch Attack on Titan. Look, literally, it's the easiest way. I'm just gonna fucking share this bitch. Like, she makes this face at Armin, and then it instantly changes to her smiling. Like, she makes that face, and it's in the manga, and then they did it in the anime. It was the fucking silliest face ever. Like, the silliest face. And then it just changes, and she's like, yeah. And in my mind, I'm like, why? Like, why would you draw your character to look like a like a crackhead, dude. Like that is like the weirdest face I've ever seen anyone ever fucking draw. But it goes to show like there's a lot of animes doing this kind of stuff right now. Like they draw like egregious faces, like super over dramatic like expressions on characters now.
Yeah,
and I don't know what it is. It's funny. It's funny. It has its moments, but it's wild, bro. It's wild.
Like look at it. Like let me pull up my Crunchyroll right now because I'm also watching a new one right now, and I'm trying to read it as well. And that's Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Super good. Like it's very like very Black Clover meets
okay.
Mashal. You know,
Nice.
like if both of those were like a fucking anime, dude. But yeah, Dandadan is fucking hilarious.
But I heard it's really good though.
Oh, dude, it's
Like
solid.
I heard it goes like instantly like slaps like right at the beginning of the anime.
Oh, dude, yeah, it goes 100 like right out the gate.
But look at these fucking faces, dude. Like look at these faces straight from the manga, and it's in the anime now. Like you know
Dude,
what I mean? Like
dude, look up Sakamoto Days. Same shit.
Sakamoto Days.
Yeah,
Saka.
SAKA.
Sakamoto Days. Oh, this is okay. So okay, he used to be a hitman. He's retired. He has all these skills, but now he's like a fat dude. This is my next cosplay, bro.
Bro,
Is-
that fucking that series is so funny because like
This is me.
this
Dude.
like this kid who used to look up to him is trying to kill him, and he like takes him down with like the funniest
The
things.
ease, right?
Yeah,
Like in the ease, yeah.
he
I heard
gets
he's
a
like
pen and like
genius.
he like throws it at him and like throws it like at a cup and it like ricochets around and like hits the kid and it makes him like miss the shot.
Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought this director guy kind of fucking probably like stalked me for a bit to get this shit, dude. That's me, 100%. That's like literally what I dress like every day.
You need to grow your mustache.
I need just the mustache, just this part, dude. Yeah, and then I need to lose a bunch of weight to be the fucking white-haired waifu boy, dude. Like I don't know what's up with the white hair. Like for me, it was like all the time growing up, like people are like, "Oh wow, dude, you're old, bro. Like you got white hair." Like nowadays, everybody's like, "Yo, dude, that guy's got white hair. Whoa, bro, he's so good looking." And it's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like I don't get it. Why are there so many white-haired husbandos out there, dude?
Oh, dude.
That's so wickedly crazy. I gotta check this out. Sakamoto. I didn't know the
Yeah.
name of it, but I did hear about it, and I was kind of like, "Oh shit, that seems pretty cool." I gotta remember that.
Sakamoto Days, super funny. Wistoria, Wand and Sword, also another good one. I just started watching MF Ghost, which is the sequel series to Initial D for all of us.
Oh,
You know,
Initial D,
old,
baby.
you know, like all of us old heads and shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, MF Ghost is what I'm watching right now.
MF
Dude, I've been honestly trying to get back into anime and like really, really get myself into it. I'm still watching One Piece.
Oof.
Goddamn, dude. Like
Hey,
I'm
Garp.
almost done though. Yeah,
Garp's a G right now, dude.
dude.
Garp's my boy, man.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Garp has been that strong for fucking ever, dude. Like
Yeah,
that's like
he's
nothing
just-
new.
He's just dicking it down, dude. We're
Yeah,
just
dude,
barely
like-
finding
like
out, but he's
what-
really
like-
hammering it, dude.
Like when he goes against Luffy, like that one time at Marineford,
Mhm.
and he like gets knocked out. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, Luffy's a fucking badass." Everyone knows, like the people who really know, were like, he gave his grandson the like.
Yeah, he
go
fucking
ahead.
gave him the.
He was just like, oh, okay.
I'm not gonna try to fucking can his kid, dude. You know what I mean? His grandson.
Yeah,
Of course, he's like, I want this guy. I guarantee it's because he knew about the fruit, right? Like he knew about the rubber fruit that he had eaten and all that stuff. So he knows, like,
no,
shit, like,
honestly,
Luffy's up
that was a very close to the best thing, even with the five elders.
there.
Yeah, like where it's coming right now, like it's really just the five elders who know the real the real story behind that.
That's bad. Yeah, because I was gonna say like that just recently popped off, right?
Yeah, because and even then, they're the only ones who really know about the will of D, you know, or like what the D like truly
Like in
stands
their names
for.
mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Dragon? It's got to be dragon, right? It's got to be.
No. It's still we still haven't found out. Like
What?
it's just yeah.
What?
It's like Naruto's Way of the Ninja or whatever. Like what does it even mean?
It's always like some mystery shit. Like the one that fucked me up was My Hero. I said My Hero Academia. I'm a big fan. I thought it's super great. Like the fact that fucking Deku's dad's like a no-show, like the whole fucking thing. It's like, bro, like what a fucking horrible father. We're all shitting on Endeavor for being like a shit dad, and Deku's dad literally just fucking like just left his ass, dude, with his mom, like to take care of him.
You know what's even more ironic? He like his dad supposedly like actually has fire powers as well.
That's what they were saying. They were saying that he has like yeah, because remember in the beginning they talked about his abilities or something like that, and this guy just nothing, dude. Didn't even show in the end. His son literally saves the whole goddamn universe, and the dad's like, "Give a shit, bro. I got crack to smoke or whatever. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. What the fuck is this guy doing?" Endeavor, dude. Endeavor, the guy that was like postponed to wife beater from the beginning of the series, had an arc where he's like, I'm just misunderstood father, but I don't understand my children either. And everyone's like, just let him have a moment, dad. Let him all have moments, dude. Dobby, just give him a hug, bro. Like, I hate you, dad. Like, fuck that, dude. You know. And then all of a sudden Deku comes in and he's crying because like, wow, what a great thing. And he's like, shut up, fatherless. Like, your dad ain't even here, bro. Like, it's wild. And then it goes back to, I mean, Attack on Titan, the Eren Yeager story, like him having to like sacrifice his entire livelihood just to like get these people to stop arguing and fighting each other, only to know that after he removes the fucking Titans from the chess piece, they still go to war and hate each other in the credits anyways. Yeah, it's just a never-ending cycle, dude. Never-ending cycle. It's all
you died for nothing. You're done.
Yeah. For your what is that, like what is it, Thanos? All of that for a drop of blood. What is that, for a drop of blood, baby? What the hell? Like, it's so. I mean, I think Attack on Titan is still super good, dude. I still think Attack on Titan is like one of like the best animes out there. And I know you're not really about it, right? You're kind of like, nah, fuck that. But like, have you seen any Attack on Titan, or you just like don't even give it a chance?
I saw the first season.
Okay, so after that, you kind of like, all right, this is weird. What was it that kind of knocked you off of it? You're like, Eren Yeager, he's such a bitch.
That too.
Yeah.
But no, season 2 started losing its point.
Season 2 started. What part? Like, what do you? Okay, Attack on Titan.
What I mean is that it started losing its focus as to like what it was, right?
Okay.
What are they trying to do? What is the original point of Attack on Titan? Is it to keep the Titans out of the off the wall? Is it to eliminate the Titans in their entirety? Is it figure out why Titans are the way that they are? These were like important questions to have in season 1. All right, okay, cool. We're gonna find that out hopefully in season 1. We find out that Eren just wants to kill all the Titans. Well, you know what? That's fair. Yeah. His mom was eaten by a Titan. Got eaten by one. And he got to see it.
Yep.
Sick. Okay, we have motivation for our MC and his friends.
It makes sense. He wrecked his house, killed a bunch of people. A bunch of people died that he knew.
Cool, dude. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
In season 2, after that, it's like, so Titans. Yeah.
They're just misunderstood.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we're not the target audience.
Maybe.
I don't know. And like,
not running around naked eating people at home, man.
Yeah, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And then season 4 or whatever is then divided up into 4 sections, and each section is 3 sections below that. And then I was like, you know what? I get it. I can respect you guys not doing fillers. Totally respect that. Yeah. But fuck you.
Well, fuck y'all, man. This is really confusing, man.
Yeah. Fuck you.
And that's very important. Like, so me, I think I almost lost it like in was it season 3 when they got like super political? They arrest her. Is that season 2 when they arrest him and they put him in the courtroom and they're talking to him and like, you're a Titan and you're a piece of shit and you're one of the enemies and like that almost ruined me, dude. It literally, I had to wait like 4 episodes for them to be like, oh well, Annie's gonna come and kidnap this dude because, or the Titan's gonna come and kidnap him because he's got powers too and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, so you're telling me that not only like there are dumb Titans, but there's intelligent Titans. So like there's like, there's like some fucking espionage and all this other stuff. And it gets crazy, dude. Like I know you haven't seen it and you may not know like the ending or not, but if I was to tell you,
yes, I do know the ending. I actually read the last 20 chapters.
Okay. So you know how it all ends. You know that Aaron's like just the main culprit. He's like the nastiest individual in the world. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, dude. Like, cause and a lot of people don't like the ending because they were expecting the like the good ending, right? Which is like him giving up, marrying Mikasa and doing all this stuff. And in a way there was like this moment where he used his powers to let that happen and then go back and then do what needed to be done, where his head gets cut off and he sacrificed himself and all this other stuff, only to know that he was the only true person that was like trapped in an endless cycle of something he couldn't break, that he just needed to kind of like give his life for it to like, which was Umbrella Academy season whatever the fuck, episode 6 or whatever, this last one where they're like, what if we just let it happen and we just kill ourselves and then boom, goes back to a normal fucking world. Nothing ever happened,
Yeah,
fucking
dude. It's so
fever dream, baby.
it's so it was the fucking goddamn Seinfeld ending.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, dude, just real like, you know what? Okay, so Elizabeth asks a good question. She says, I mean, he could have other loops thanks to the paths, right? Which is the fact that he can kind of like do these like almost like a time traveling kind of thing, but it's so like it those things happen and he gets to live through them, but then he has to go back and live the actual timeline. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if he lives those and gets to experience them because it's almost like dreams. They're almost like dreams. They're like
they are dreams.
Yeah, there are dreams. That's pretty much what they are. And then he goes back and he has to go through reality, which is him getting his fucking shit cut off and then everybody like, fucking off, and Armin being like the hero of the story and Mikasa.
Yeah, and then not only does he get his head cut off once, but he does it twice.
Yeah, he does it twice.
Yeah,
he does it twice.
Like a bitch.
Like a bitch. He gets his head blown off and then cut off, dude. Like that's crazy, dude. Like I thought Attack on Titan was really good. I think the biggest miss of that anime, and this is like straight from the heart, motherfucker. The director, if you're listening to this, like you missed it. There is a scene where they get Eren to go back to his original like founding Titan body when he comes in and he's just like the jack dude with the long hair, like ready to fight. Armin.
When he's fighting
Armin, right? Yo, dude, I 100% was like, that's when they should have replayed the rumbling song by the fucking band, dude, Sims. Like that the moment he stood up, rumbling, like, dude, that would have been dope, dude. That was the part. That was the greatest anime song fucking ever. Sims did an amazing job with that song.
That's probably one of the first anime songs that made
the charts.
That like that kind of headway.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing, dude. That was so perfect for it.
Because I mean, I can go, and like list a couple of them myself, right? That there's some fucking solid.
Yeah, fully cooling fucking tank and shit like that, or Cowboy Bebop.
Not just that, dude, but the third opening to Fire Force, Kaiju number 8. Believe it or not, Kaiju number 8's opening is done by Youngblood. For anyone who like cares, right? Kengan Ashura's, both of those fucking intros are sick, dude. The closing is also sick as fuck.
True.
Then there's, the second opening to, or the season 2 opening to Seven Deadly Sins. Fucking solid as shit.
My Hero, I think it's like season 2, like one of their.
It's like season 2 or 3, dude. Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, dude, all of those openings are fucking bangers.
There's some jammers, but like, I had never
dude. I would have loved to have seen Sims and Flow. I would have loved to have seen Sims and Flow. That dude, I would have been so fucking shithoused for that concert. Just like,
Can you imagine? And this is weird. Is Sims Attack on Titan: The Rumbling is the only song I've ever bought on like iTunes, like to have that's from a television show, that's from a show. Like
Hey, man,
any opening,
honestly,
wild.
that would be the song.
Mhm.
That would be the song. Like I can't even get mad at that, dude.
That shit pumps me up, man. And then there's this really great cover artist named Boza or something, and he covered it, and it's so freaking good, dude. Borba, yeah, Borba. This guy Borba, he did a Rumbling song, and it's so good, better than the original, But digressing, man, digressing. We had Anime Fiesta this weekend, and it popped off. It was really, really good. Got to talk a lot of shop when it came to like the anime world. I even met this cool gentleman. I want to bring him on the show next Sunday. He works for a company that makes like their own card games, and he's like a big nerd guy. And he came down from Dallas, and we kind of like chit chatted. And I was like, "Hey, dude, maybe we can bring you on, and it'd be pretty cool." Elizabeth said, "I liked War and Bloody Power from the updated Bastard series." True.
Oh, okay.
True on that. Man, I thought you literally said Bloody Roar for a minute there because that game's coming up. That game is coming up really strong. But Triggs, onwards into our regular types of conversations. Cool to catch up on chit-chatting on anime, dude. That's always good. And
Dude,
it's so cool to hear that you saw Dan, dude.
Oh, dude, Dan is fucking amazing, bro.
That's really dope. I haven't seen it. I heard about it, and I was kind of interested, and that kind of solidifies me to watch it. But talking about things we want to see and things that we don't want to see. We got two conversations we're going to have today. And one of them is, of course, I don't think you've seen it, but I caught up on 2 episodes. Brian has seen it and he kind of likes it, but I finally got the opportunity to catch up with Agatha all along. I can confidently say I am not the audience for this TV show. I can confidently say that, but I will give it some kind of flowers, dude. It's a charming show. It's charming. Like I don't know how else I can put that. Like, the lady that plays Agatha, she brings this dynamic to her character that kind of makes you feel like she's not evil. She's just a cunt. Like, is that the easiest way to put it? Like, because in Wanda, you get this vibe that she's like, oh man, this chick wants to steal her shit, right? Like she's evil. But then you had that moment when she was kind of like going through the memories of Wanda, right? And she's almost like doing like a therapy session, trying to like ask her about her trauma, trying to like explain like, hey, that's some deep shit you're working with. You need to learn to let loose. And I don't know if you remember that in the WandaVision show.
What, that she was going through a lot?
Yeah, well, remember she takes Wanda into like her memories, right? And they explain like into her like how her parents died, the bomb that was there with her and her brother that said Star.
Yes,
you remember? And then the Xavier scene, right? But Wanda's going through that with her, but she's almost like giving her like a mentor / like therapy session, like a counselor, like telling her she needs to learn to let it go, and these are all memories and they're in their past, and she doesn't have to like use that anymore. It's almost like a caring factor. And that kind of goes over into the show. Like the people that aren't magic users, she treats like shit. Like she treats like the people that are in the village, she treats them so bad, dude. Like she treats them like they're beneath her. And the people are like dealing with her in the sense of like, well, you're Agatha. Like we know you have powers. Like what are we going to do? Like we can't say something. You'll probably try to kill us or something. So everybody kind of like stays in their lane. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. But like on the very first episode, we get introduced to this kid called the Teen. Of course, people are speculating that it's Billy, the son of Wanda. A lot of other people are speculating that it's Nicholas Scratch, who is Agatha's son, who apparently she used to get the Darkhold from Mephisto or whoever she gets it from. That he was a sacrifice, and that she's kind of like at least she's burdened by that. She's burdened on the factor that she lost her son. So like they're I mean the character's got some levels, man. It's got some levels, but I don't feel it, man. Like during the whole show when I was watching this, I was like, is this a Marvel show? Like it feels like it's like part of like the Haunted Mansion show from Disney. Like that's what it felt like more. There was no like you don't really feel like this is a Marvel series or an IP. It just feels like a show about witches, like Disney. It doesn't even feel like a Marvel show. It feels like a Disney show.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, man. Like, I get it, but I don't at the same time. And I know you probably haven't seen the show, but since I've seen it and you haven't really seen it, like, is there anything that you've been wanting to ask someone that has to be like, dude, is it really like, does it have something for me? Like, is there something in there that you're like, does it have anything? Like,
nah, man. And the reason that I say that isn't as like a dig towards the show.
No, it's
more,
good.
but more of just like I'm just that disinterested in it that I'm kind of like, all right, whatever. Mostly because like, and I hate to say it, dude, Agatha is a throwaway.
True.
Right.
100%.
And so that's why I'm kind of just like, all right, man, cool. Like, I could watch it and I could have a good experience with it and probably have like, a like, minorly good time with it.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But at the end of it, what's it really going to amount to with the overarching story of the MCU?
True.
Because like now you kind of have to treat the MCU just like the same way you treat the comics. What impact does this story have to the overarching story of the MCU
MCU itself? I was just thinking about that the other day, dude.
Like you can't treat all of this so isolated anymore. And treat everything as just its own separate story, like because everything is attached to each other somehow and in some way. So that's why I'm kind of just like, okay, but like, what is the reason? What does Agatha contribute to all of this? If that's
I mean, in factor though, like I'm just gonna put this out there because like you're a person like myself, read the comics and stuff like that. Well, what importance does Agatha as a character have in the comic books? Like, what's her importance? Like right now, especially with the where we're headed to in the next several years with the Marvel Universe. Like I know that like she's part of the first family. She has like a little bit of reasoning there, and
she also was a mentor for Scarlet Witch.
Like you can kind of see this kind of like glue that's happening now. And I think that's because of the Russos trying to put things together. You're starting to see things kind of like coincide with a lot of like the ending arcs in the Marvel universe before they jump into all new, all different. And then right into Secret Wars and the road to the end and stuff like that. Like what factor does Agatha play in the universe as we see right now?
Right now, literally zero.
You don't think so? Like even with them explaining, like with them bringing in the Fantastic Four.
I mean, she wasn't. I mean, she was only important to really Wanda. I think she was her midwife or some shit like that, and her teacher.
Yeah, well, that was one, but don't forget that she was also the nanny to Franklin Richards.
Shit, we all saw how that ended.
Huh?
We all saw how that ended.
Yeah, I mean, but she did teach him a lot when it came to like the idea of like controlling his like super OP powers. Like, do you think it plays a factor in the films? Like, do you think this Agatha will eventually be like, Franklin Richards or Reed Richards comes in and goes, oh, you know what? You'd be a really great nanny for my son that's going to be in the movies. I think they're in the movies too, if I'm not mistaken, the kids. They're going to be in the Fantastic Four films already. So like, you don't think it kind of plays factor? What about the Wiccan and the story of like Wiccan and Speed and stuff? Like, do you think she kind of plays a factor in those guys' story?
I mean, maybe, but I can see Wiccan and Speed being in the MCU a lot easier than I can Franklin and Valeria. Mostly because, like, one, we've had Scarlet Witch in the MCU for at least some time. Right, there was development on Scarlet Witch, and by extension, Speed and Wiccan.
Yeah,
there's literally zero fucking groundwork
to
introduce one of the most fucking powerful entities in the entirety of the Marvel universe, and his equally stupid fucking smart sister.
Yeah. Like, we don't mean stupid. Like, she's literally like the smartest person.
Yeah, she's like
galaxy.
the fourth fucking smartest person in the goddamn world.
Yeah,
like
it's
in
pretty
the
wild.
universe.
Like, does it feel weird for you? And the reason why I ask is because like it's every day like a mind fuck on how many like of the strongest people they're introducing to the Marvel universe this late in the game for the second phase or the last phase of it going into Secret Wars.
Oh man, you know, I can't even say that it's a bad idea because like you kind of need to, right? Like
You have
now would
to.
be the time. Now is going to be the time to put in your heavy hitters.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know,
it's wild, dude. I mean,
yeah.
literally, I mean, you have the King in Black coming. You know, you have
Century,
the
King in
Century,
Black.
dude.
Yeah. So you also have, I mean, as you said, Franklin and Valeria.
Yeah.
I mean, people are still speculating that Scarlet Witch is going to make a return.
Yeah.
I don't think she will.
Red Hulk.
Yeah, Red Hulk.
Red Hulk, and that's like a whole fucking fuck fest, dude. And then not only that, like the introduction of the Thunderbolts with the asterisk, and then them knowing that they're looking for, you know, speaking about it, you know, well, guys, Agatha, if you're into the Haunted Mansion or whatever the fuck Disney does, like jump on that shit. If not, wait for Doctor Strange 3. But I wanted to talk about this because it was very interesting. The Captain America Brave New World, there's been a lot of recent leaks that popped off, but it had already been kind of casually leaked. And it's not like it's a huge story, right? It's pretty basic. Captain Falcon gets invited to the White House. General Thunderbolt Ross is the leading president now. He's been healed. He's a lot more healthier than when he was in the Black Widow movie, which is he was having heart problems. I think they even talk about it in the Avengers film, Age of Ultron, that he's or Civil War or something when he's got like heart palpitations or that he had a heart attack or something like that. But he's healed now and he's way more healthier. He's talking to the Falcon about starting a new Avengers team. And he ends up hooking up with the leader, which is the villain of the Hulk in the Edward Norton film, right? The Edward Norton Hulk movie. That was the leader, right? The guy,
yes,
actor, right? He ends up getting the shit touched.
Samuel Sanders or something like that.
Yeah, he's gonna end up being the leader. He's gonna be the one that cures Hulk or Thunderbolt Ross, but he doesn't tell him that he put the Hulk shit in him, and he's gonna lose control. And do all this stuff. Like it's gonna be crazy. Like it's gonna be like a typical story. I kind of feel like it's a typical like old school style superhero story, but it's different now. And the reason why I say it's different is one, the Thunderbolts. Captain America gets invited to the White House to reestablish that they need a new Avengers team. Right at that moment, they're sending the Thunderbolts, which Bucky's going to be in this film with the Falcon, and then eventually he's gonna go to the Thunderbolts film, right? Because he's in both films, and they're gonna end up fucking meeting up with the craziest fucking superhero of the century, right? In that film, all while Valentina and Thunderbolt Ross are like, man, we really need some Avengers up in this house, just in case, because they're dealing with the Tiamut a celestial that kind of came out of the island or came out of the water. Everybody wants to get at that. They're fighting for the minerals and the resources on it, or at least to become a sovereign country, and they can take all that shit because they own that, right? They're trying to make it like an island that they can kind of take it. And apparently it's like full of adamantium and a bunch of other shit. But like the Thunderbolts are going to be the Dark Avengers. I 100% know they're going to be a Dark Avengers. I mean, yeah, we don't have Osborn, but we do have a fucking Baron Zemo, and by God, he did a fucking great job in the Captain Falcon and Winter Soldier story.
Yeah, but isn't he in Wakanda right now?
Yes, he is, but
and ain't nobody leave that motherfucker.
Well, it's empty. I mean, Wakanda does not have a T'Challa. It just has Shuri as the Black Panther. So is there a possibility he can escape? Like, is he smart enough? I think so. Like, you know what I mean? I think, you know, he does some knick-knacking and gets out of there. They've had some internal disputes in the Wakandan situation, being the guy from the first movie that went against T'Challa after he was taken out by Killmonger. I don't know if you remember the Rhino people, the Rhino dudes. Yeah, so they have some, you know, they have some cool dichotomy. And then not only that, you have all you need is a Bucky, the White Wolf, to show up and be like, yo, I need that guy. Like, I need that guy. I need that villain to control these villains. You know what I mean? Like, because he knows how to run an espionage team because he used to be part of like the Spetsnaz or whatever he was during what is Age of Civil War. Oh yeah, he was a villain in Civil War, was he? Yeah. So I mean, and then he becomes that weird guy. What's his name? The Crusader or whatever. The dude with the fucking American flag and the fencing sword that's in the Thunderbolts. You remember that shit? Let me bring it up. Bring it up. Come on, Trigger. You're falling behind in the comic book realms, dude. Thunderbolts comics. I think it's like the Patriot or something.
No, the Patriot was Steve Rogers, and that was his like Captain America costume without the A on it.
His smashing idea.
Yeah.
So this right here, watch. Anybody that's watching, you guys will be able to see it too. So that way you get a little bit more educated on it. This guy right here in the back with the American flag on him.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's Baron Zemo, dude. That's 100% Baron Zemo when he takes over the fucking squad. So like, yeah, dude, like, you know, I could see Baron Zemo coming in and then being like, hey, bro, you want to get your fucking time cut? Like, this is a way to do it. And then he finds solace and joy in running the Thunderbolts too. Like, it was his thing. So like, can you see that being a possibility? Like, and then they have it. And I keep telling you, man, like, Siege sounds like a possibility. And I know that's one of your favorite comic books. Mine is right before it. It was Fear Itself. So like having like a Fear Itself moment. I would like to see them try to attempt to do a Fear Itself for the Thor 3 movie.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? Like going back to that whole like there's an Asgardian villain.
Thor 4?
Oh yeah, we're going into 4. Oh Jesus Christ. But you know what? That would be good. Okay, so shooting my shots here, baby. Shooting my shots. Here we go. Prophecy time. Pew 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 pew. They've went ahead and created the new Asgard on Earth, but we know the Midgard serpent is the brother of Odin, right? He's the guy from Fear Itself. That's who the Midgard serpent was. That guy. I forgot his name. What was his fucking name?
Jormungandr.
Which one?
The actual like serpent?
No, not the serpent. The guy that plays him, the brother of Odin. Odin's brother. Remember the green dude in Siege?
Yes. I only remember him as the serpent.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get it right now. I'll get it right now. Fear Itself. I just know that it was Odin's brother.
Yeah,
Cole.
I remember that.
Yeah, Cole Borson.
Okay.
Cole Borson. Yeah, and he's banished to the center of Midgard. Like he's in the core of Midgard because he's the serpent. That's where he's kind of like, that's where he's like turned into. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the Red Skull's daughter is the one that frees him. I don't know if you remember all this stuff from Fear Itself. But like, it's an interesting story. It really is, man. And I think it's a good call. We've talked about it before that Thor really, really needs a good story coming through. I think Chris Evans a lifer. Like I 100% think he's a lifer. Like I 100% believe that Chris Evans as a Marvel dude is willing to risk like hand and foot to just stay in Marvel like for the rest of his life. Like, but it has to benefit him, dude. Like the situation with Taika Waititi.
What's going on?
Sorry about that. Are we all still here? Oh, maybe it's me. Did we get lost? Triggs, are you there, bud? Let me see. I don't know what happened, folks. I don't know what happened. I just lost signal right now. Kind of kicked me off. There it is. Yo, Triggs, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. That was really weird.
Dude. Like my screen froze, and I was just like,
everything turned off.
What the hell? But like, it wasn't my computer freezing. It was just this like this tab or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, I just jumped out real quick.
Yeah, that was really, really weird. Yeah, but like I was saying before we got cut, I think Thor, Chris Hemsworth, he's a lifer. He's someone that wants to like dictate a lot of his time to be back in the Marvel universe, but he just doesn't have it because of what Taika Waititi did, right? And I think he really needs a great story, and I think Fear Itself is a really, really good story for him. It correlates with that whole like on Earth, the giving the idea of like Cole Borson being able to take over Asgard, lift it to the air because he wants to take it back into the heavens or whatever because he's above humankind. And then like the Thunderbolts are like, holy shit, like these guys are planning something because of this Cole guy, and the Sentry gets to Swiss cheese that bitch. Like I keep thinking like it's such a great thing, but again the timeline too crazy. So the craziest thing that I've heard about Captain America Brave New World is that RDJ Doctor Doom is going to make an appearance at the ending of that film. Like he's going to make an appearance. Do you think that's a good move?
At the end of what?
At the end of Captain America Brave New World. Like RDJ Doctor Doom is supposed to make an appearance. Sounds weird, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, like I can almost see it happening. Like mostly because like at the very, very end. Because dude, that guy is such a political character, right? He's such a well-rounded, like Doctor Doom is such a rounded character that like you can fit him into fucking anything. You want to talk politics? Cool, bring in Doctor Doom. The guy's a fucking monarch. You want to talk about magic? Cool. He has some. You want to talk about science? Cool. He's one of the smartest dudes on the planet. Yep. You want to talk about, cosmic beings? Cool, man. He's probably got one in his fucking, in his treasure chamber somewhere. Yeah. You want to talk about, good guys? Fucking bring in Doctor Doom, dude. He'll spice it up. You want to talk about bad guys? Fucking bring in Doctor Doom, dude. He'll spice it up. And then that guy is so well-rounded. It's stupid.
He's super versatile, dude. And what's even crazier is like you can introduce him at the end as Doctor Doom and not even show his face. You just keep him in the metal. He doesn't even have to show that he's Tony Stark.
Or like not even that, dude. Just like say his name. Like, oh, have you met the new monarch for Latveria? His name's Victor. Boom, cut the credits.
Man, that's super crazy. I'm super hyped still for Doctor Doom. I just don't know how they're going to do the Robert Downey Jr. But the Captain America movie, like I'm saying, like it's kind of crazy. They did some reshoots. There was a character named Soba. She was an Israeli superhero. There was a character that was going to come out that was supposed to be like her, but they went ahead and removed that character. I'm guessing because of the situation.
Well, I heard that they didn't remove her. What they did is they renamed her.
They renamed her.
They gave her a different origin.
Yes. And what it ended up being,
and so like they changed like what she was to the story. So she's still in it, and so she's still doing stuff. It's just that like things that were integral to her character are very different now.
Very different now. Now she's like an ex-Black Widow or something like that, right?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, she's an ex-Black Widow, and or like a failed Black Widow or some shit like that.
You know what's even crazier than that is the person that apparently released this, like released it in such a fashion that shows or like that states that this is a shit show movie, dude. This is another shit show movie by Marvel.
I hope not.
I really do. I really hope not, dude. Like I'm tired of.
Could you imagine a fucking Captain America movie that sucked?
Yeah, dude. I'm so tired of like. I'm so tired of the necessity, and I'm gonna admit this on camera.
Oh shit!
So tired of admitting that I have to watch these movies pirata because I don't trust movie theaters anymore. Like I have to watch it like on some kind of stream or like on someone else's like account.
Dude, I don't think I've been to a movie theater in over a year.
Dude, and you know how hard that sucks, bro? Like you know how hard that is to hear? Like I'm here,
especially since like you and I, we really, really enjoyed the movie experience.
Yeah.
Right? Like going to get candy, drinks, stuff like that.
Yeah, enjoying it with a loved one or something, like sitting down and just like
friends
enjoying
and
yourself.
Shit like that. Like, dude, can you remember when you first saw the first Avengers?
You know what really fucked me up the other day? I caught myself watching like YouTubers react to films or whatever. And one of them, of course, I was watching like the My Hero, like when Stars and Stripes comes out, or All Might fights All for One, like the real like important movements, right? But one of them popped up, and it was like Captain America, I'm on your left, Avengers Assemble.
Oh, dude!
And I was watching all of these people react to that
just
part.
like cry, dude.
Dude, and it blew my
Crying.
mind how many people teared up when
On your left.
it's no, well, that and then T'Challa walks down.
Yeah.
And this is, of course, T'Challa hadn't passed away yet, but I'm guessing these people that have been watching or reacting barely saw it recently because they're doing it for like YouTube views or whatever. But I got choked up watching T'Challa walk down and all that stuff because, you know,
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman's not with us no more. And like, just remembering how it felt to be in the theater that day, watch that.
Right.
And, like,
watch Endgame. Day
bro,
of be there like with
And-
like decent seats, great time, like 8 o'clock or something like that. You're
listening
coming out.
to a room of over 100 people that you don't know all scream at the same time when Captain America says assemble.
Yeah.
Like just watching them clap and cheer and all of this stuff, it blew my mind.
Or
dude.
when you see Peter again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you
Yeah.
see people are fucking crying, dude.
Yeah.
Crying. He's a fictional fucking character. It's not even real. They're dying here. It was such a rare time because of like the dichotomy of how Hollywood has changed throughout like the years. And it brings a really strong point to the current situation in Hollywood to bring up the next one, which was the recent Joker film. Like
Oh my God.
Joker 2 drops. There was, I don't know if you recall, but the director of the film and the advertisement were like, yo, we're going with a musical. It's going to pop. This is going to be cool. It's such an artistic piece. And it drops. And the whole thing is like in the factor of it being like, oh, well, we wanted to just say like, fuck the original Joker, because if you liked it, you're like, you're shit, because he wasn't even the Joker to begin with or whatever. Like there was like this so much like just anger towards the audience from this director to make a film kind of like dissing the people who actually enjoyed his first film. And now that he's been invested in to make a second. And he talks about in a certain thing where he was like that he wasn't really interested in doing a second too much, and nor is he like at all interested in doing a third. Like he doesn't want to, like he's done. But like, let me ask you something, Trigger. Like this guy, the original Joker knocks it out of the park money wise. How much did it make? Like 53 billion or something, 52 billion or million or something like that. It's like double the amount that it made that they even filmed it for.
It
was huge, bro. It was huge. The amount of money they made compared to the money that they spent, like it was a killer. It was killer, dude. How good he did. And then for him to be like, oh, well, I made this part 2 because I didn't want to make any more movies and I didn't want to make a good movie. So I destroyed the image and the IP that was the original one because he was a nobody to begin with. And it's like, well, if this person is not supposed to be the Joker, there's just a bunch of like copycat people. Why did Harley Quinn come out in this story with this guy as his partner?
Okay,
Like-
so the budget was 55 to 70 million for the first Joker. The global takeaway,
Huge.
almost 1.1 billion. It joined the $1 billion club.
Yo, and you're gonna tell, and this guy's gonna go out and tell you like, nah, bro, like the first one, like I didn't even care to make a second movie. Like this guy banked, dude, with the success of that film. Like he did exceptionally fucking well. Of course, the company's gonna want to go back and make a part 2,
Yeah,
of course he's gonna want to go out,
yet.
right? Like, I mean, it didn't even cost him much. And if you watch the second film, it's like almost the same budget. It didn't cost them much to do that shit either.
No, it was double the budget.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because of Lady Gaga, because of her, like her payout's probably huge as fuck.
Yeah, dude, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
that
there's no fucking way that she's getting $80 million, dude.
But like, if this movie was supposed to be shit on by this director because he wanted to make a point, why invest so much to introduce a Harleen Quinzel that's the same story and the same thing, to be like, hey, I got you. He's not the Joker. But why was she interested in this dude? Like, why was she at least showing interest in falling for him and going and defending him in the courthouse and all of this other stuff? If he's not supposed to be the Joker, then what the fuck does that mean? Like that's what I want to know. Like, this goes off of the situation in the first film where there was a lot of stuff that confused me because this guy wanted to do some artsy shit, and then when he got called out for being artsy and it not making sense, he was like, "Oh well, it's up for interpretation. You just don't get it." But then when people would give him like a solid, like, wow, that was really cool. He's like, right, dude, it was really cool. Like, I had a good time. Like, I'm glad you got it and shit. It's like, there's no middle ground. There's no one way to tell a person anymore in Hollywood. Hey man, you just made a bad film and it's okay. Learn and get better. It's like you tell them that and they're like, nah, fuck you. You're stupid and you're a Nazi and you're the most hated person on the planet. You don't get it because you're a fucking asshole or whatever. Top G moment or whatever. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Triggs, what did you hear about the Joker 2 movie, dude?
Oh, that it's trash.
It's trash. It's complete. That's literally the only thing I've heard, and we're not the audience. You know who the audience of the Joker 2 is? I've realized.
Nobody.
All the people that watched it because they're fucking clowns, dude. Because they're fucking clowns for watching that film. Like, again, another director that shits on the audience, which are the people that purchase your film. You deserve to not be successful. Like, you have to make films for your audience. And I don't know who the audience not supposed to be in a DC film about the most highly decorated villain in the DC universe. You know what I mean? I don't know who it's not supposed to be for. I don't know, man. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing. Super disappointing. Elizabeth says Deadpool 3 was the last Marvel film where the whole theater was ONG at everything that I've been to, like seeing Civil War the first time. Yeah, that's a really good point. Like when Spider-Man gets introduced and how everybody got super excited and thrilled. Like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. You know, or like when you got to see Andrew Garfield again.
Yeah.
And Tobey Maguire.
That was me when Blade came out. When Blade
there's only
came
ever
out,
gonna be one Blade.
bro. When Wesley Snipes came out, I lost my shit. I was so hyped about that. I thought that was the coolest thing they've ever done.
Dude, I think he's in Guinness now because of that.
Guinness Book of World Records, oldest superhero cameo.
Longest running superhero.
Well fucking deserved. Well deserved.
Because at first it was Hugh Jackman, but then Blade came out, you know, as Blade again. So it was just like, oh shit.
Elizabeth understands the Joker and she says, oh, it's because he has 37 personalities like that M. Night Shyamalan movie. Yeah, it's probably what it is, man. It's probably what it is.
Sure, dude.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That'll go with that. That'll works. That makes sense. Then he'll shoot another random person. Like, I don't know. The Joker, I tried to watch it on, like I said, Pirata, and I was super disappointed, and I wasn't even going to try anymore because it looked bad. It looked really, really bad. But yeah. She says, longest running, he beat Jackman, so he's got like a year or more. 100%. 100%. But onwards to our last part of the conversation, Triggs, and this goes on to the deeper conversation. I think we'll end up kind of taking this a little bit, not too long, but long enough. So we do know, and we've heard that there's going to be another Venom movie. We talked a little about this last week, and you got to give me like your point of view. We talked about them introducing Null. We talked about them bringing, apparently at the moment it was, what's his name? The dude that plays Daryl Dixon.
Norman Reedus,
right? But like that actually kind of went through a little bit, and a lot of people are saying that it's not him. Like it's not Norman Reedus. First off, if they don't choose Norman Reedus for this role, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing.
You think it's a good thing? Where do you think they should put Norman Reedus?
To put him?
A Marvel IP, like in the Marvel IP, because if he's not Null, which I think Null needs to be a really heavy hitting like character, and I heard it's Andy Sykes, dude. I heard Andy Sykes. Smeagol. Claw.
No, they can't be him.
Ulysses Claw. That's gonna be Snoke from Star Wars.
Yeah, he's already in the fucking MCU. Why would he? Yeah,
but he's gonna be all He's gonna be all like, you know, charred up and stretched out like Null looks in the comics. Dude. Like, do you think he? I mean, it's Andy Sykes though, dude. Like, Andy Sykes can pull that shit off if they put him in CG, right?
Circus, but yeah.
Say, dude, 100% running out of actors, guys. Millions of actors running out. Stick with the normal 20. Norman works best with Sean, in my opinion. Sheen, in my opinion, aka Boondocks. Hell yeah, dude! For Boondock Saints, fuck yeah, he does. Dude, I can't wait for the next Boondocks movies. Like, if they make it, I already know they are. They're 100% are.
So, oh my god, dude! Don't even get me started on that one because like they've switched between making a show to making a comic book to making a movie. Because at first it was going to be a movie, then it was going to be a TV show, then they wanted to do a comic, then they went back to TV show, and I think like the last that I heard was that they wanted to stay as a TV show.
They need to make it a movie, dude. They need to just leave it like that because there's no way you're going to bring these guys in to want to do a series, and the series is going to fuck everything up. He's going to make it into a movie. That's it. But your opinion, Norman Reedus, good actor, solid work. Fucking Death Stranding, even in the trailer for the new Death Stranding video game looks fantastic, dude.
Dude, if you guys have never seen played Death Stranding, go ahead and do that because that's actually some of his
that's cinema, work. Man.
That
it is fucking cinema,
dude. Yeah, that is cinema, dude. Like he does so well in that movie. Sorry, in that fucking game. It's series, right? Yeah, and it's hard not to.
Did you see the trailer for part 2 already?
Oh yeah, I've been following the game for.
Did you see the new trailer? Like with him, like they like fucking 20 minutes long, dude. Mm-hmm. They had a fuckload. It was so good, man. But okay, so if Norman Reedus isn't used for something like a null, which I don't think he's gonna do a good null. I've never seen Norman Reedus. I mean, other than Death Stranding, where he gets to play like these serious roles, but he always kind of does the same voices and the same like sounds and shit when he's kind of like overthinking and. He's I feel like he's not like super vast. He's not like what's that guy's name? The one that plays the Punisher, John Bernthal, right? Like John Bernthal, like you see him play the Punisher and he's like this fucking violent dude. And then you see him in Fury, he's like this violent dude. And then he's in that tennis movie with Will Smith where he's like teaching people how to play tennis. He's like just a regular white guy. And you're like, what the fuck? He looks weird playing like a normal dude without weapons.
Oh, you know dude, I mean? This is why. Sorry, no, he was also in like NCIS. No, not NCIS. Fuck, what's that other goddamn horrible? Oh man, what's that? The one with fucking Ice Cube or Ice T.
Vegas.
No.
Yeah, wasn't it? Oh, like
no.
Some NYPD show.
Yeah. Well, but he California. Was in it. No, it's in New York. Like he was in it, and he was in it like in the OG days, like in like the 90s.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was a reporter, if I remember correctly.
And this is the guy that from the Boondock Saints, Norman Reedus, or
John? No, this is John Bernthal.
Okay, so John Bernthal is in that one, and he plays a normal dude without a weapon, right? But
yeah, he's a fucking reporter.
But so you see these roles. It's the same thing that when I saw the guy who plays Friday. No, he's not in Friday. He's not in fucking Friday, dude. In a comedy with Ice Cube. You got
Law and Order.
Law and Order. Law and Order.
Law and Order.
The OG, that's what it was. OG of OGs. The bomb, these are with a weird ding sound or whatever. But it's so crazy to see him in a role that he's not. You don't really feel that you don't see him in, like where he's not like the tough dude, right? He's just like a normal guy. So like Norman Reedus is kind of like that in the situation where he needs to play these like very grungy like dude roles. So like 100%, I think a lot of people call him for what was it? Ghost Rider, right? Like I think Ghost Rider is the one that a lot of people called for. So what do you think on?
Oh yeah, as Ghost Rider, sure, by all means.
You think he plays off of Johnny Blaze?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's kind of I feel like that's where I'd rather take him rather than Null the Symbiote God. But talking about Null the Symbiote God, Venom 3, Tom Hardy has said that it's more than likely going to be his last Sony Venom film. How do you feel about this, and how do you feel in the direction that they've taken Venom and this being like his last apparent film?
Well, so those weren't his exact words, but the exact words that he was using was that it's the end for him and the big guy. right? So depending on how you, I guess, want to interpret that, this is probably the last time he's going to play Venom.
Oof, that sucks, man. What are you hoping that we get out of the Venom character going into the Marvels, like future, into the history? Like, what is it that you'd like to see where they would take that character, like the Venom symbiote or whatnot, if Tom Holland's not or Tom Hardy's going to be out? Like, are you waiting for that like Secret Wars iconic Spider-Man Dallas the black suit, even though it's way different from the symbiote?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind it being kind of like a blend of
Both.
the Secret Wars / the way that he got it in the Spider-Man movie.
Okay. Dope. So, like, would you like to still continue to see Tom Hardy play Eddie Brock in the MCU, like going forward, or like?
No,
would
man.
you like to kind of
Honestly, no, because one, I kind of think he's already done with the role. On top of that, too, like he's got way more things that he's got in the pipeline, and like just the depth that he has as an actor and stuff like that. You don't want him confined just to the MCU.
True that, 100%. True that. You know what? As a matter of fact,
dude, this guy was in Warrior, and that was like one of his best
films.
Yeah, I mean, he was in Bronson, also
Bronson's
fucking
so
banger.
good.
Yeah, he was in Inception, banger.
Yeah,
like
Bane.
Dude, I mean,
Bane.
Yeah, he was in
DC Batman. Yeah,
he was Bane, dude, and you fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
And then he was also in, God damn it, what's that?
The Carnival, I think, or something like that.
No,
that TV show where he's like with a top hat.
Oh, that was Taboo, and there was also he was also in Peaky Blinders. Like, so I mean, Legends as well. Yeah, dude, the guy's got range, man, and so like, just with that alone, you really don't want to see him confined to just being Eddie Brock.
I mean, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I was never a big fan of the Eddie Brock that they chose to go with. Like when you look at the Marvel universe, like Eddie Brock is kind of like this Brock Lesnar kind of big guy that's kind of down on his luck. That's just like a Flash Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just this dude that's like a huge Chad. And he's a dick and no one likes him and he doesn't have any friends and kind of always like on like what is it, like on the end of his line or like always down on his luck. And I always feel like Tom Hardy's Venom was very playful. Like he was kind of silly and like kind of dumbish. Like they dumbed him down very much, but like he was like a nerd, corny, like dummy. I don't know how to explain it. Like he never felt like Eddie Brock to me. I feel like Topher Grayson played him way better as a like the dickhead reporter that just hated Peter Parker better. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. There was just something about his Venom I was never really passionate about, nor interested.
Well, because in this one, like his Eddie Brock in the Venom movies, like his down on his luck was more. He got broken up with.
Mm-hmm. Broken up, like, right?
Yeah. So he got broken up with.
Relationships.
Right? Tales all this time. But yeah, that was him down on his luck. He lives in a shithole, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not as successful as he used to be.
True that, 100%.
Because like obviously the main motivation behind Eddie Brock is that fucking Peter Parker ousts him. And,
always better than him.
Yeah.
It was the Reed Richards and fucking Victor too.
Yeah, but like he also like leads everyone to fucking believe that like, Eddie Brock's a huge piece of shit and gets him ousted
that's
and gets
right.
Him fired,
he fucks him over, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he like exposes his ass.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, so he loses his job and loses his career and boom, dude.
Everything falls apart because of Peter Parker.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
like,
Peter.
That's why he's at the church, dude. He's at the church to like, to fucking
pray he doesn't kill that guy.
Yeah. And then like who happens to be at the church? Fucking Venom.
Yep.
God damn it,
Just gets all over him. Gets him gooed up, baby. Gooed up.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a part of me that, of course, like to see Tom Hardy, be in the presence of Tom Holland as Spider-Man and get that whole dynamic. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like the Venom symbiote.
That's because
part,
they've only
like,
worked together.
Yeah, they've never. No, they have worked together, haven't they?
Yeah, in one
movie. There was like
film.
a hillbilly movie or something like that, or like
No.
mobsters.
It's actually more of like a delivery movie. You never see Tom Hardy outside of the vehicle. He's driving. And during that time, he's talking to all these different people. He's talking to his son, who happens to be Tom Holland. He's talking to his wife. He's talking to like his girlfriend. He's talking to like his boss. He's just driving the whole movie, but he's just talking to all these people,
all these different people.
And then like at the end, he admits to his wife that he's been having an affair, that like supposedly like the girl's pregnant or something like that. And like the girl tells him that like she lost the kid, so like, you know, like his wife and him are gonna figure it out, and like now his son is mad at him, and like, you know, but things are gonna be okay because forgiveness. And but yeah, like Tom Holland is the son in that movie, but you never get to see him. You only hear his voice.
Oh, okay. I like by chance. Okay, this is going back to Marvel. We're talking about Marvel and Venom and all this stuff. Eddie Brock, Venom, nor Null, the symbiote god, play a factor in Secret Wars, like
No.
as a character themselves, in the new one nor in the old one. Do you think with the introduction of Null, there's no way they kill him off in any of these movies coming up? Like if they beat him or someone takes over and beats him and kills him, there's no way. Guy's too strong, right? Even in the comic books, he's not dead.
Yeah, because he's never been like no character has ever been nerfed before in.
Dude, don't even say that, man. That's such a horrible thing to say right now.
Because none of them have ever been nerfed.
Because Gory the God Butcher wasn't like the fucking hardest villain that just got punched to death. You know what I mean? By Jane Foster and you know, living on a silly little planet or whatever.
No, dude, but you're right. They've never been nerfed.
Never done it.
Yeah, so we should not worry about it.
Yeah. What Dormammu, you know, trying to not break into our universe. Like, it's not like his daughter Clea, like, cut a fucking slice into it with a little knife and walked right into it, you know, like nothing.
Yeah.
It's just everything is so shit right now in the Marvel universe. Do you think Null ends up being, and this is just speculation, I'm just calling this out, one of the lieutenants in Secret Wars? Like one of the generals or whatever.
Oh, the barons.
Yeah, because what are the three factions? Right, we have the three factions. Which one is the zombies?
Yeah,
the Age of Ultron.
So you have the zombies, the Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Age of Ultron, and then you have the Annihilus wave.
Yes.
What if the Annihilus phase is switched to the Venomverse?
I can see that being the zombies.
Right? You think so? You don't think they'll use zombies? I thought zombies was a hit in What If.
No. I mean, it could, but at the same time, like, you would also explain where, like, to me, that could also explain where the Fantastic Four has been for the past few years.
Okay.
They've been in the negative zone, battling the Annihilation Wave.
The Annihilation Wave. Do you think it's kind of like too late in the game for them to introduce something like the Annihilation Wave? I think it is, dude. Because that's another fucking, because all we're doing is just stacking up every fucking galaxy ending fucking villain. And we're not talking like world ending. We're talking galaxy ending fucking.
Yeah, like
the void.
Ending.
The void's gonna fuck. You know what I mean? The void's coming. Null's coming. You know what I mean? These are wild villains for them to be like, yo, 2 year Secret Wars, baby. You know what I mean? Doctor Doom, for fuck's sakes. You know what I mean? Like it's really crazy. It's really fucking crazy. You know what? But I could see where, because the Annihilus Wave, like, it's this big overarching cancer of xenomorphs that goes through the world and just destroys. That could kind of be like the way Null is using the symbiotes. You know what I mean? He is sending a bunch of them to Earth or whatever. And if it ends up being,
but they're looking for Venom. And I have a feeling I like, you know why. And it's pretty much just like, stop having kids. Stop doing it.
Because he's got the whole list of them, right?
Yeah, stop doing it.
Reproducing and stuff.
Yeah, stop doing it.
Yeah,
well, like I'm not. Yeah, just fucking Quit.
Stop diddling, boy.
Fucking quit.
Fucking wrap it, dude. Jesus Christ! Like put some protection on, man. Venom, jeez. That's a good point, man. Or maybe like Venom himself being able that he can like produce different like quality trait Venom characters. Maybe that's a thing that Null's like, oh shit, no one else does that. This dude's special. I need him back here, guys. I need to know how he does that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's a thing because all of Venom's children all have like different traits that aren't with like other ones, right? Like Toxic and Screech and all these other ones, Slime Ball, or I don't know what they call them. A bunch of stupid names, bunch of toxic traits.
Right.
But yeah, like the thing is like with them introducing Null this far out and knowing that he's so strong and that they keep using him in the comics, like I have a guarantee that he's gonna somewhat play a role in Secret Wars. Like he has to, and I think it's probably gonna be one of those three because of the fact that it deals with the symbiote. And can you imagine if they had like the Black Sea or something, like they called it something, and it's all the Venom symbiotes like catered into one part of Battleworld, like people cannot cross that. That sounds pretty good because you don't have a Miles, but you have a Spider-Man. And what if Tom Hardy's Venom is going to be the second character? He's going to play the Miles character with Spider-Man since he's such like a dummy character.
No, dude, I still think that you can still get your Miles because, I mean, Uncle Andrew's there, you know?
Yeah, true that. And he was a big role in the Spider-Verse too.
Yeah, so, like, it's possible. And he was also in costume, so, you know.
Yeah, I
like,
believe that. I 100% agree. That's got to be the same universe.
I mean, it is, dude. You know, like, that was the MCU, you know, this the same one that even Tony Stark showed up in.
You know, it's crazy because I don't know if that that Prowler, Christian Glover or Chris Glover, what's his name? Donald Glover.
Yeah, Donald Glover.
I don't know if that was the same one from the Tom Holland Spider-Man films. Like, I don't know if that's what he ended up becoming. Like, I thought he was just a dude buying ice cream. Remember that one thing? He's like, dude, I got ice cream, dude. Like,
yeah, well, remember, he's also trying to buy guns, dude.
Yeah, you know, that was like, the other one, right? Yeah, I remember
that. His first introduction is him trying to buy weapons.
Buy some guns. And that was such a fucking great scene, too. God, he's so funny as that character.
I'm not trying to do none of this crazy stuff, dude. I just...
he's trying to walk it off.
Like, dude. He's all, like, high as balls, dude. I don't need this crazy stuff, bro. Like,
and then the second one is, like, regular. He's literally just grocery shopping. Yeah. This dude jumps his ass with a voice.
You're a criminal. You deserve this. No, you know, you need to fix this.
I got ice cream, man. Like, he's talking about ice cream and shit. Yeah, that's a fucking funny scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a part of me when I saw that in the Spider-Verse and it was him. I was like, nah, that can't be the same universe because that dude was like way too chill, dude. Way too chill. Right. But yeah, I do believe in some way we're gonna be getting Miles soon. I just don't know if he's going to make it in for the Secret Wars series. I think he might be the all new, all different. But I don't know, man. Like, all this shit's coming in pretty deep in the game. Really, really deep in the game. And for them to be kind of like shoehorning a lot of these things in, it kind of makes me worried. What would you like to see with Tom Holland or Tom Hardy in the next couple of films? Like, what would you like to see them do with him? Like, knowing that they're going to do Null and all this stuff, we have a thing that it's going to be like the Thanos, like where they're just going to introduce him and then bring him in a later film. Like, what is it that you want to see? Because we know how the King in Black goes, like, but it's really weird because of like the child of Eddie Brock, the child of Norman Osborn, or the grandson, the one that has the red goblin or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I forgot his name, but
yeah.
Like, what would you like to see with it? What would make you feel comfortable if they did it correctly?
Recast.
Completely? Like straight up?
Yeah, just recast him.
Like when he comes into the Marvel Universe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, why
okay.
not?
I can see that.
I mean, we already got 3 different versions of fucking Peter anyway, so, I mean, what's the difference?
True that. And then I just I saw a thing the other day about Andrew Garfield coming back for Secret Wars.
And yeah, but like the actual report is saying that he's down to come back. Anyway, like he's like 100% down to come back. Everyone is taking that like as like
he's
Secret
back.
Yeah, Secret Wars confirmed.
Wow. Well, there's no way that they don't use them, right? Because
we say that, but like you know,
it's a true point.
You know, because like I could also say like, okay, but you know, there's no way that they can't have Hyperion. Boom, Hyperion confirmed.
Hyperion confirmed, baby.
Yeah.
still think Hyperion needs to come back, or at least come out. But I don't think they do it. I still believe they're gonna do the Sentry and Thor in the end. I think they're gonna do their bromance with Sentry and Thor. Like, it makes more sense. Like, you have this like beaten Bob Reynolds guy that doesn't understand the opportunity of being like a hero, and you just put him with Chris Hemsworth, dude, and Chris Hemsworth to teach him how to be a hero. Triggs, what else you got? Anything else, man? I think that's pretty much everything. Man.
Yeah, man. Honestly, dude, this week was really, really slow, dude.
Mhm.
It's been it's been slow on the nerd
Nerd bandwagon.
escape. Yeah. This is Theo, my new doggy. This is doggo number 6.
Doggo number 6. Oh, dude, did you hear? I'm not sure if you're really into this kind of stuff or whatever, but do you know who Jack Doherty is?
Fuck Jack Doherty.
Jack
Doherty. Jack Doherty. Yeah, dude. He just crashed his fucking $300.
You saw that, right?
$300,000. Yeah, $300,000 McLaren, like a fucking moron,
dude. And then like, did you see the video though?
Yeah,
dude. His friend was all chewed up, bro. Like, he was all bleeding and shit.
See, and this is what I was talking about in our chat, dude. Like, it's a world we live in now that someone can see something like that and have literally zero care in the world.
No compassion, dude.
Yeah,
no compassion, no empathy,
compassion.
no nothing.
Yeah, that you look at that, and then even him like, oh no, bro, oh my god, bro, like, it just sounds so fake.
Yeah, and he's
so
like, oh god, bro,
forced.
videotape this part, videotape this
and
part.
I'm like, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, like if you and I get into a fucking car crash, like, yeah, dude, the stream is over. Like,
yeah, fuck,
okay.
Dude, I'm not.
Yeah, like, the stream is over. Okay, like,
I need to take care of this shit right now.
Yeah, I'll come back. I'll start streaming when we're at the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, okay, hey, it was pretty bad. Like, we got some pictures and shit like that. Me and Chris are cool. We're at the fucking hospital.
It's
gonna get some
literally
stitches.
I think, like, the human mind when it comes to compassion is like, you will videotape at the beginning just to be like, oh my god, this happened, and then when the police get there or whatever, you're gonna be like, I'll fill you guys in later. Yeah. But when it's all done and it's all settled and it's like, all right, you're kind of released, you can go do your thing, then you'll pull your phone out again and be like, holy fuck, guys, that was crazy. If people are watching and you gotta like kind of like fans out, like tell your fans what's going on or whatever, like, but just straight, bro, like, that was like it was crazy and disheartening to see someone like that young and that successful in life react to the necessity of needing that in his life and the destruction that it caused in his friend's life, for him to feel like he needed to record that to get clout more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
It's so depressing, bro. And
then Neon, I'm not sure if you know who Neon is. He just he had like a 30-day subathon going, or a 30-day stream that he was doing, and his fucking camera crew left after 3 days.
What the fuck? Why? Because he's a little shit.
Yeah, dude.
Because he's a little cunt, dude. He's a little piece of shit. And I would just slap that dude 100% every day for my life. Yeah. Like, there was a thing about a while back that I was like, you know what? Like, what if we just pay someone to just beat these guys up?
Right. And
then we just raise money to get these people bailed out of jail and pay for court costs. What if we just get all the fans and be like, hey guys, send like $20, and we raise the money to get them bailed out like right away? I guarantee that's probably going to be the money.
Guy? No.
Then be like, yo, I'll make sure you don't go to jail, and I'll give you $20. You know what I mean? And they're like, bet. Bet. Soda?
Give me a case of Twisteds, dude. We'll call it.
Twisted teas, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if you heard about it. That's probably like the only thing that was really big this past week. I mean, like, I think like there was a destruction from the Hurricane Elena that happened to Florida.
God, dude.
There's, the things that are going on for the election that are coming up. Like, there's a lot of things in the world that are happening, and I've been trying to find ways to escape and to kind of like go back into my things. I got into watching the Lord of Rings, Ring of Power, the second season.
How you liking it, man?
It's a lot better than the first season, but they take a lot of like liberties with Tolkien's work. Like, they're kind of like, oh, we could do this. Look at this orc who has a family, dude. Did you know they have families? Like, they don't want to die. It's because they're forced into it, but they're willing to kill anybody on the blink of an eye and eat someone without even asking. Like, it's really
back
weird.
on the menu, boys.
Yeah, that's the line that sells me that I'm like, oh, they're like animals. They're carnivores. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have babies. Like they're not gonna be like, oh, let me take care of my. They're gonna eat that fucking baby too, man. If they're eating each other and shit like that, there's no way. It's weird. It's a little weird, but it's all right. Like it gives me enough information to kind of like keep going on when it comes to.
Well, dude. Like I saw this huge thread on Rings of Power. Because like Celebrimbor looks like super old compared to Galadriel, and like the fact that Galadriel's like 2,000 years older than Celebrimbor is, like everyone was like, huh?
I didn't know that it went back that far.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, I mean, because dude, Galadriel's old as fuck, bro. Like that bitch is old. I want to know. Me personally, I want to know if they're gonna do the Silmarils.
The what?
The Silmarils.
What's that?
So it's these 3 orbs, right? And they basically, like, in very, very simple terms, they hold the light of the great trees.
Oh, okay.
They hold the light, but the process to like make them was very, very intricate, and it was very, very hard, right? But one of the things that that the elf who made it wanted inside of the Silmarils was a lock of Galadriel's hair, because it represents. Sorry, it shines just like the same way that the trees do. Right?
Nice.
So, like in the deleted scene in, was it Two Towers? I think, or no, not Two Towers. In Lord of the Rings, the first one, in the Fellowship. Yeah, in Fellowship, when they leave the forest, and Gimli asks for a lock of hair, she gives him 3, because I think his name was Feanor. Feanor was the one who asked Galadriel 3 different times for a lock of hair of Galadriel's to put in the Silmarils.
I remember.
And so, yeah, so like, and so when Gimli's telling Legolas, like, oh, what did you get? He's like, dude, she gave me a lock of hair. But not only
I asked for a lock of hair
because she's like, yeah, but she gave,
because I'll never meet 3. Anyone as beautiful as that again, or something like that.
Yeah, and so he was like, but she didn't just give me 1, she gave me 3. And Legolas, like, he smiles because he knows the reference and the story behind why it's 3 locks that she gave him.
Dope. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Like I said, they take a lot of liberties. A lot of people are upset, but like, there's a lot more that needs to be explored in the Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
Well, I heard that Tom Bombadil is also in it, I think.
Yeah, he just came out, I think, in the last episode.
Yeah, which is like the fucking, like, the strongest person in the entire universe for them.
What is it, like a wizard too, right?
Yeah, but he's like a fucking backwards alley crack smoker, like, wizard who just like is like stupid powerful.
Yeah, they were saying like he's like a Deadpool character.
Yeah,
and I was kind of like, everyone's got one nowadays, dude. Like,
yeah, except he
my hero got twice. Like,
yeah, except this guy was like 90 years older than fucking Deadpool.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably like more equivalent to King Joker. Like he's just this dude that's like overly powered, can't really tell reality from itself, but he's just crazy as fuck, and he's ready to fuck too. Like he's just ready to go. He's like, my suit's
so
dude.
Tight. Think of Mad Jim Jasper.
Mad Jim Jasper's baby.
Yeah,
but yeah,
King Joker's also good.
Yeah. I don't know if I could recommend it because a lot of people just don't like it for the format, like on how they're taking it. But I mean, I'll sit there and I'll watch it when I'm bored or whatever. But
I think if you can look at it like for what it is, I think it's probably a good show. If you're wanting to be literal about it, and
then it's probably not.
Yeah, then it's probably not for you.
Yeah, if you're like hardcore, like diehard fan, like Lord of the Rings guy, like
it's probably not going to be
for us. Like we probably shit on it. But yeah, I just need something to watch. I'm not gonna watch fucking, I don't know, Agatha or whatever.
Dude, watch Penguin, dog.
Yeah, that's the other one too. Is it back? Is it on to episode 2 yet, or is it still?
Yeah, it's on episode 2.
Okay, how and it's still? Did you get to watch it? And
so that was last week, and yes, I did. Still holds up, dude.
Nope.
Dude, the viewership went up 13%.
I mean, it's people need something to watch, and they need to be good. Like, you know what I mean?
But it's not just that; it's fucking solid. It's fucking solid, bro. And it's one of those that like you watch it and you're kind of like, all right, dude, like fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
you're like,
man.
"Yeah, this is good."
You're wanting the
To
next
watch more.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. I got to sit down and watch it. I was gonna wait for the third episode too. So, like I
The
did with
third episode
Agatha.
just came out.
Yeah, like with the Agatha thing, I waited for the third episode, and yeah, that it's not fucking working. Not with Agatha, but I need to watch the Penguin if it's on the third episode already. But yeah, I'll make sure I check that out. The Penguin sounds really good. Can't wait. Lord of the Rings is so it's like Umbrella Academy. Like if you're into it, you'll watch it. If not,
Dude, I
you're
still
gonna
need to
forget about
finish.
it.
I still need to finish the last season.
Can you imagine? Like it came out and went, and no one gave a shit.
Yeah, man.
Like that's how bad it went with the Umbrella Academy. Like no one gave a shit. It was really weird, but that's another conversation, I guess, for another day that we should have. I'll wait for you guys to watch it. But Triggs, what do you got coming on this week?
Brother man, all I've got coming on this week is I'm going to try and transform my office into a fantastic gamer / office workspace. Very, very soon I should be getting my desk, probably in the next few weeks. For anyone that knows about big gaming culture, I'm a huge gamer. I will be getting a Secret Labs Magnus Pro XL, and
Dope.
I'm fucking excited, dude.
Dope.
But yeah, dude, just make this a fucking solid fucking space for gaming and office shit. And
when you get to streaming, you'll keep us posted.
yeah, man, yeah. Gonna be changing my audio setup, guys. For like our old timies, like I was using an XLR mic. I was using a baby bottle for a while. I'm currently using my my Blue Yeti. Yeah, my Blue Yeti World of Warcraft edition, and it fucking still sounds solid. I have not tweaked whatsoever. Dude, I cannot believe I have so many dogs with me right now, man. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs in here at the moment. One sleeping on top of me, one in front of me, and then 2 sleeping in my nightstand thing.
It's all good, man.
Dude. But you know what, man? Like I said, man, I'm just trying to make this place a fucking solid ass, a solid space. Well, me and the lady plan on being here long term.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think you guys will get it. I think you'll get it, brother. I think you'll get it. From what I know, if I'm not mistaken, our boy Brian makes his return next week.
Yes,
And
man. So I will be here. I will do everything within my power to make sure that I am here.
So it looks like we're getting the band back together, all 3 of us back on the menu for a couple weeks, hopefully without anything in the way. And
meat's back on the menu, boys.
Meat's back on the menu, boys. So you guys will be excited. We'll all be back on the screen next week. Brian, we miss you. We'll hopefully get you next weekend. We appreciate every one of you guys. Triggs, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for making the time. Man. And guys, I want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in with us. We appreciate every one of you. That was you. Saw you at Anime Fiesta. Thank you guys for coming up and saying hi and catching up. And those that went and saw the show for the Prop Wars, thank you guys for tuning in and checking it out with us and just having such a good time this weekend. And thank you guys, of course, to all our extraordinary listeners for coming in here and listening to us ramble about nerd stuff. We appreciate everyone knowing you. And thank you guys for the support. And we'll see you guys again here next Sunday. Average Boys Podcast, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend. Have a good week, actually. And stay safe. And we'll see you guys again here next weekend. Laters.